Hey everyone, this is Mr. Byer, and we're going to be talking about the Byzantine Empire. Our main objectives is to talk about the geography and trade of the Byzantine Empire. An essential question is, how does geography influence the way people live? The guiding questions are, how did the Byzantine Empire become rich and powerful? And why was Constantinople important to the Byzantine Empire? So where in the world? The Byzantine Empire was located on the eastern side of the Mediterranean. It occupied present-day Turkey, Greece, and Egypt. At its prime, during the Classical era, it was once considered part of the Roman Empire, which controlled all of the Mediterranean. So what happened? Well, one of the reasons was because of a weak government. There was a lot of dishonest politicians, and they provided poor leadership. Other problems, such as famine and diseases, spread throughout the empire. Furthermore, the wealthy did not pay their taxes and wages fell. Because of these issues, the last pre-Christian emperor, Diocletian, divided Rome in two in hopes of managing the empire much better. Nevertheless, violence and disorder still increased. On the western portion, it faced numerous attacks by barbaric tribes. Eventually, in 476 AD, the barbarians took over the capital of Rome, thus dividing the empire into Germanic kingdoms. On the eastern side, Constantinople was able to withstand multiple attacks. As the western portion fell, it became the Byzantine Empire. However, people still considered themselves as Roman, though the difference is that they spoke Greek and they worshipped the Christian god Yahweh. This empire would last all the way up to 1453 after the Ottomans invaded successfully. Constantinople no longer exists, however, it can be found in present-day Turkey in its largest city, Istanbul. Constantinople's location was a major factor in the city's success. Located on a peninsula next to the Bosphorus Strait, the city's excellent harbors attracted fishing boats, trading ships, and warships. Because of its locations at the crossroads of trade routes between Europe and Asia, Constantinople became the wealthiest part of the Roman Empire. Constantinople was also easy to defend. Lying on the peninsula, the city was protected on three sides by the sea, and a large wall protecting it on the fourth side. Surprise attacks were not easily carried out on Constantinople. Arguably the first global city of the time, being the nexus between Asia, Europe, and Africa, this trading hub benefited tremendously. The New York City of the day capitalized on its geographic features. Having the world's narrowest strait made itinerary travel efficient, however deep enough for maritime trade. Having boat access to the Black and Mediterranean Sea expedited their cultural influences. The Silk Road provided the empire goods from China as well as political economic clout towards their European neighbors. Even today, Turkey is able to take advantage of this geographic location as China expands west. This provided capital for the empire to pave its way to prominence. The wealth generated allowed ambitious projects to take over the skies. One structure, the Hippodrome, which was an arena, was more than 400 feet long and it estimated to seat up to 100,000 people, larger than most stadiums in the U.S. This also includes the Bank of America Stadium where the Panthers play. Hippodrome name comes from Greek words, hippo meaning horse and drome meaning course. They would have chariot races in the Hippodrome. Another structure is the Hagia Sophia, which was facilitated by Emperor Justinian I. Once a church worshipping Jesus, it now stands today as the most famous mosque in Europe. Nevertheless, you can still visit the mosque even if you're not a Muslim. Because of its geographic location, Constantinople would be the largest city, the most diverse city, and the most wealthiest city of its time. almost making the Second Roman Empire last for another millennia.